Oh, Schlitzie, what a pretty dress. Oh, how beautiful you look tonight.
I guess she knows she's got a good act. One of the best in the business. It isn't only our act that gets them.
What if we told you the circus was more than just a place for acrobats and clowns? It was a sanctuary for society's most unusual and often misunderstood individuals. From the boy with claws for hands to the woman with 4 legs, these so-called freaks found a stage to showcase their extraordinary differences, turning what many considered strange into performances that awed and amazed. Today, we're diving into the fascinating lives of 20 circus freaks who truly existed, people whose stories were as extraordinary as the acts they performed. These individuals defied the odds, embraced their uniqueness, and became legends in their own right. Get ready to learn about the circus stars who turned their so-called flaws into incredible feats of human endurance and talent. Number 20. Priscilla Laura, the Monkey Girl. Next, we turn to the extraordinary tale of Priscilla Laura, whose life and condition defied societal norms and blurred the line between human and beast. Born in 1911 in the lush forests of Puerto Rico, Priscilla had a rare condition known as hypertrichosis, which caused her body to be covered in thick hair. Her unique appearance earned her the moniker the Monkey Girl, a label that would follow her throughout her life. However, Priscilla's journey was not one of isolation or rejection. At just 3 years old, her father took her to New York City, hoping to find medical answers to her condition. Little did he know, his search for a cure would lead Priscilla into the world of sideshow stardom. Enter Carl Lither, a compassionate showman who saw beyond Priscilla's unusual appearance. He recognized the potential in her and took her under his wing, offering her the love and protection she needed to thrive. Under Carl's guidance, Priscilla's once remarkable look became a captivating feature, and her warm smile and kind heart won over audiences across the country. But it was love that truly transformed her life. Priscilla found romance with Emmett E.M.T. Bahano, the alligator-skinned man. Their relationship blossomed, proving that love could transcend societal judgments and connect souls, no matter how the world might view them. Number 19. The Siamese Twins. While Alice's unusual hair captured attention, few could match the intrigue sparked by Chang and Eng Bunker, the original Siamese twins. Born in 1811 in the Kingdom of Siam, modern-day Thailand, the brothers were conjoined at the chest, an astonishing physical connection that not only intrigued, but also gave rise to the term Siamese Twins, which endures to this day. Discovered by British merchant Robert Hunter, Chang and Eng were brought to America in 1829, where their extraordinary bond captivated audiences. Known as the Siamese Double Boys, the twins toured the United States. Their incredible coordination and unique relationship mesmerized onlookers. But the brothers were far more than just a sideshow curiosity. Chang and Eng were astute businessmen, negotiating lucrative contracts that allowed them to amass significant wealth. Eventually, they retired to a plantation in North Carolina, where they defied societal norms once more by marrying sisters Adelaide and Sarah Yates. Between them, they fathered an astonishing 21 children. Despite their unusual physical connection, the brothers led remarkably normal lives, building separate homes on their plantation and alternating between them every 3 days. They became respected members of their community, proving that even the most extraordinary of circumstances could give rise to ordinary lives. Number 18. The Legless Acrobat. While Myrtle amazed with her 4 legs, another performer would redefine what was possible with no legs at all. Eli Bowen, born in 1844 with a rare condition called focal congenital deformity, where his feet were attached directly to his pelvis, is remembered as a true marvel of strength and perseverance. Rather than letting his condition define him, Eli pushed beyond the boundaries of possibility. From a young age, he honed his upper body strength, becoming incredibly agile and strong. By 13 years old, he joined the sideshow circuit, where he became known as the Legless Acrobat. His feats of strength, balancing on his hands, performing acrobatic stunts, and even riding horses, amazed audiences and defied the laws of gravity. Eli's performances, including high-wire acts, were groundbreaking, and his arms served as his only means of balance and support. But Eli Bowen's life was not defined solely by his physical feats. He was a husband and father, a man who showed that human spirit could transcend even the most severe physical limitations. Though he became a sensation on the sideshow stage, those who knew him remembered him as a man of courage and determination, proving that true heroism comes in all forms. Number 17. Prince Randon, the man without limbs. In the circus world, one performer's story proved that human willpower can turn the impossible into reality. Enter Prince Randon, born in British Guiana in 1874, without arms or legs due to a rare condition known as tetra amelia syndrome. His very existence defied nature's expectations, but it was his incredible resilience that truly set him apart. From an early age, Randon learned to adapt to his circumstances, developing remarkable skills using only his mouth. He could write, paint, and even shave, all with astonishing dexterity. His unusual abilities caught the eye of P.T. Barnum, who saw in Randon the makings of a star. Under Barnum's guidance, Randon became an international sensation, performing feats that seemed almost supernatural. One of his most impressive skills was rolling and lighting cigarettes with his lips, which he would smoke with effortless grace, astonishing audiences and critics alike. Despite his physical limitations, Randon's quick wit, sharp intellect, and charming personality made him one of the most beloved performers in the circus world. He was also a devoted family man, married to his wife, Princess Sarah, with whom he raised 5 children. Aside from his performing career, Randon was an accomplished linguist, fluent in 4 languages. Number 16. The Minnesota Woolly Girl. While the Monkey Girl made waves with her wild hair, another remarkable individual would take the spotlight, capturing attention with her blonde locks. Meet Alice Dory, better known as the Minnesota Woolly Girl. Born in 1887 in Minneapolis, Alice entered the world with a condition that would forever shape her legacy: hypertrichosis lanuginosa. From birth, Alice's body was covered in a soft, downy layer of blonde hair, an appearance that both fascinated and unsettled all who saw her. As Alice grew, so did her hair, eventually reaching an impressive 9 inches in length by adulthood. Her parents, recognizing the unique potential in her condition, made the difficult decision to showcase her as a sideshow attraction. This choice would lead Alice to fame and fortune. As the Minnesota Woolly Girl, Alice toured the Midwest, her captivating appearance and charm drawing large crowds wherever she went. However, the rigors of life on the circus circuit took their toll. At just 28 years old, Alice made the bold decision to retire from the stage and step away from the spotlight, leaving behind a legacy that had captivated thousands. Number 15. Fanny Mills, the Ohio Bigfoot Girl. From clawed hands to outsized feet, the world of the circus has long been home to extraordinary people who turned their differences into spectacles. One such individual was Fanny Mills, also known as the Ohio Bigfoot Girl. Born in 1860 with Milroy disease, a rare condition that causes severe enlargement of the feet, Mills' feet grew to an astonishing 19 inches long and 7 inches wide, a size that earned her both awe and disbelief. Despite standing at just 5'2" and weighing only 115 pounds, Mills became a figure of curiosity because of the stark contrast between her small frame and her massive feet. In 1885, she made the decision to embrace her unusual body and joined the sideshow circuit. Touring across the United States, she captivated audiences not only with her feet, but with her charm and grace. Mills' promoters even went as far as to offer a $5,000 reward to any man willing to marry her, adding a layer of intrigue to her already captivating persona. But perhaps the most touching part of Fanny's story was her personal life. In 1886, she met William Brown, the brother of her nurse, and they fell in love. Their marriage, which blossomed away from the limelight, proved that even in the circus world, love could flourish in the most unexpected places. Number 14. The Four-Legged Girl. From unusual facial features to bodies of unexpected symmetry, human variation is full of surprises. Meet Myrtle Corbin, the woman famously known as the Four-Legged Girl. Born in 1868 in Tennessee with a rare condition called dipygus, Myrtle's body had two separate pelvises, each with its own pair of legs. Instead of seeing this as a limitation, Myrtle embraced her uniqueness and turned it into an incredible opportunity. At just 13 years old, Myrtle joined the circus circuit, where she became a sensation. Audiences were captivated by her ability to move all four legs independently, and doctors from around the country traveled to study her remarkable anatomy. Despite the fascination with her physical form, Myrtle's life was far more than just a sideshow attraction. She found love in James Clinton Bunnell, a man who saw beyond her physical differences and cherished her for the woman she was. Together, they had 4 children, proving the incredible strength and resilience of both the human body and spirit. Number 13. Isaac W. Sprague, the Living Skeleton. While General Tom Thum proved that greatness comes in all sizes, another performer's remarkable story showed that sometimes less truly is more. Isaac W. Sprague, known as the Living Skeleton, was born in Massachusetts in 1841 as a seemingly healthy child. But by the time he entered his teenage years, something inexplicable began to happen. Despite maintaining a hearty appetite, Sprague's body started to waste away. His once strong physique became gaunt and skeletal, baffling doctors and medical experts for years. As his condition worsened, Isaac's weight plummeted to just 43 pounds, leaving him a walking collection of bones and sinew. His emaciated frame was a sight that both horrified and intrigued the public, turning him into an object of morbid curiosity. Enter P.T. Barnum, who saw in Sprague an opportunity to captivate the masses. Under Barnum's guidance, Sprague became a sideshow sensation, drawing astonished crowds across the country. But despite his frail condition, Sprague was more than just a curiosity. He exhibited rare courage and resilience, never allowing his condition to define him. He married twice, fathered 3 children, and managed to outlive Barnum himself, proving that there was much more to him than his skeletal appearance. Number 12. Franchesco Lentini, the Three-Legged Wonder. While oversized feet were one way to capture the public's imagination, Franchesco Lentini took the sideshow circuit by storm with something even more extraordinary: a third leg. Born in Sicily in 1889, Lentini's condition was the result of a parasitic twin that never fully separated, leaving him with an extra leg attached to his right hip. Rather than seeing his condition as a curse, Lentini saw it as an opportunity to amaze. He developed incredible dexterity and balance, learning to walk, run, and even ride a bike with his 3 legs. His remarkable coordination drew the attention of promoters, and by the age of 8, he was on a ship to the United States, where he would eventually become one of the circus's most iconic figures. Known as the Great Lentini, he performed in shows, impressing audiences with his athletic abilities such as kicking footballs, dancing, and jumping hurdles, despite his unusual anatomy. But Lentini's story wasn't just about being a sideshow marvel. He was also a man of substance. He married, became a naturalized U.S. citizen, and raised a family. With the money he earned, Lentini was able to purchase a farm back in Italy, living out his life with a sense of dignity and accomplishment beyond the circus tent. Number 11. Lionel the Lionfaced Man. If Prince Randon showed that physical limitations are no barrier to success, the next sideshow star blurred the line between humanity and animality. Born in 1891 in the farthest reaches of the Russian Empire, Stefan Boski, known as Lionel the Lionfaced Man, captivated audiences with his striking appearance. His entire body from head to toe was covered in a thick, mane-like growth of hair due to a condition known as hypertrichosis. Legend had it that his mother had been frightened by a lion during pregnancy, leading to Boski's condition, though no one could confirm the origins of the tale. Regardless of the speculation, his appearance made him a star, and under the name Lionel, he performed in the legendary Barnum and Bailey Circus. Despite the shock his appearance caused, Boski's personality and intelligence won over audiences worldwide. He was a gentle giant, not defined by his outward appearance, but rather by his gifted intellect and kind-hearted nature. In addition to his circus performances, he was also a talented linguist and a skilled athlete. Offstage, he was a devoted husband and father, showing the world that even the most unusual appearances can hide great depth and character. Number 10. Schlitzie the Pinhead. From the natural world's peculiar wonders to extraordinary human stories, few figures in sideshow history are as unforgettable as Schlitzie, the beloved Pinhead. Standing barely 4 feet tall, Schlitzie's heartwarming smile and childlike wonder captured the hearts of audiences across the globe. Born Simon Metz in 1901, Schlitzie's small stature and distinct facial features were caused by a rare condition called microcephaly. While many might have seen this as a disability, Schlitzie's handlers saw a star in the making. Known for his roles as the Last of the Aztecs or simply the Pinhead, Schlitzie became a staple in the circus and sideshow world. His innate charm, along with his ability to engage with crowds, made him a beloved figure wherever he performed. His fame reached new heights in 1932 when he appeared in the cult classic Freaks, a film that immortalized his image. Although the controversial nature of the film led to its banning in many countries, Schlitzie's status as a sideshow legend was secured. Those who knew him, however, remember him not just for his role in the circus, but for his joyful spirit and infectious laughter. Schlitzie's legacy endures as a symbol of hope, resilience, and the unbreakable human spirit that shines brighter than the tent lights. Number 9. The Bearded Lady. At a time when women were expected to adhere to rigid standards of beauty and femininity, Annie Jones boldly embraced her uniqueness. Born in Virginia in 1865, Jones was diagnosed with hirsutism, a rare condition that caused her to grow a full beard. At just 9 months old, she began to sprout facial hair, and soon after, she was known as the Infant Esau. Under the guidance of famed showman P.T. Barnum, Jones became a sensation. As she grew older, she continued to captivate audiences across the country, dazzling them with her distinctive appearance and magnetic charm. Embracing her identity as the Bearded Lady, she wore elegant gowns and jewelry that highlighted her femininity, while simultaneously challenging traditional gender roles. Her success as one of the highest-paid performers of her time allowed Jones to use her platform to advocate for greater acceptance of those who deviated from societal norms. Through her courage and talent, she redefined the boundaries of beauty and individuality. Number 8. Ella Harper, the Camel Girl. While the world of the circus often featured human oddities, some performers truly defied all expectations, and Ella Harper, known as the Camel Girl, was one such performer. Born in 1870 in the rolling hills of Tennessee, Harper's life took an unusual turn when she was diagnosed with congenital genu recurvum, a rare condition that caused her knees to bend backward, making her legs resemble those of a camel. Rather than being discouraged by her condition, Ella learned to embrace her unique anatomy, developing the ability to walk on all fours with remarkable grace and agility. This extraordinary skill didn't go unnoticed. At just 16 years old, she joined the WWH Harris Nickel Plate Circus, where she became an instant sensation, captivating audiences with her camel-like gait. Her performance quickly earned her the nickname the Camel Girl, and she became one of the most talked-about acts of the time. But for Ella, the circus spotlight was not her final destination. After just one season in the sideshow circuit, Harper made the bold decision to leave behind her life under the big top. Using the money she had earned, she pursued an education and sought to build a life on her own terms, far away from the circus world that had first defined her. Number 7. The Armless Wonder. While some performers defied gravity or soared without legs, Frances O'Kay-Connor turned the world's expectations upside down with her lack of arms. Born without arms, Connor refused to let her condition define her. Instead, she cultivated remarkable abilities, proving that limitations could fuel creativity and inspire greatness. From a young age, O'Kay-Connor trained herself to use her feet with exceptional skill, writing, sewing, and even painting with a precision that astonished all who witnessed her talents. Her dedication caught the attention of the Ringling Brothers Circus, where she became a sensation known as the Living Venus de Milo. Audiences marveled at her ability to thread a needle, pour tea, and even shoot a rifle, all using only her feet. Beyond her astounding physical abilities, O'Kay-Connor was a woman of intelligence and wit, captivating conversations with those around her. Her legacy goes far beyond the circus tent, symbolizing a spirit of resilience, courage, and the unshakable power of the human spirit. Number 6. Grady Styles Jr., the Lobster Boy. In the world of sideshow performers, few left a legacy as unforgettable as Grady Styles Jr., known to many as the Lobster Boy. Born in 1937 with a rare condition called ectrodactyly, which fused his fingers and toes into claw-like formations, Grady's appearance was nothing short of extraordinary. What set him apart wasn't just his own condition, it was the family tradition. Grady's father, who also had ectrodactyly, was a prominent figure in the circus world, and it only seemed natural that his son would follow suit. Together with his siblings, who also shared the condition, Grady became part of the lobster family, traveling across the country, performing for crowds fascinated by their unique ability to manipulate objects with their claw-like hands. But behind the curtain, Grady's personal life was marred by violence and substance abuse. An alcoholic with a notoriously violent temper, he caused fear among those close to him. His temper finally reached a tragic peak when he was convicted of the murder of his daughter's fiancé. Remarkably, his condition became part of his defense, sparing him from prison time, which only deepened the macabre fascination surrounding his life. Number 5. JoJo The Dogfaced Boy. While Chang and Eng challenged our perceptions of separation, another performer would test the very boundaries of what it means to be human. Enter the story of Fedor Jefu, a boy born in 1868 in Imperial Russia whose condition seemed to challenge every preconceived notion of normality. Fedor suffered from hypertrichosis, a rare condition that caused his face and body to be covered in a thick coat of hair, earning him the nickname JoJo the Dog-Faced Boy. Discovered by the famous showman P.T. Barnum, JoJo was brought to the United States in 1884 and quickly became a sensation. Barnum spun wild tales about JoJo's origins, claiming he had been discovered living in the forests of Cromer, further fueling the mystique around him. Audiences flocked to see the wild boy, fascinated by his feral appearance. Yet beyond the exaggerated stories and sensationalism, JoJo was a man of rare intelligence and wit. He quickly learned to speak several languages, including English, German, and French, and became known for his sharp humor and engaging personality. Despite the indignities of being a sideshow performer, JoJo never lost his sense of humor or his love for life. He formed close friendships with fellow performers and even used his fame to advocate for the rights of those with disabilities, proving that true dignity lies in how we embrace our differences. Number 4. The Elastic Skin Man. While many performers defied societal expectations with their appearances, Felix Vera took things even further by defying the very limits of the human body. Born in Germany in the late 19th century, Vera had a rare condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which made his skin extraordinarily elastic. From a young age, Vera amazed his peers by stretching the skin on his stomach up to 18 inches, pulling it taut like a rubber band before letting it snap back into place. His cheeks, too, could be extended to extraordinary lengths, and he became famous for tying his skin into knots or covering his entire face with it. As word of his remarkable abilities spread, P.T. Barnum quickly signed him to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, where Vera became the star attraction under the name the Elastic Skin Man. His bizarre contortions and incredible skin feats drew gasps and applause from audiences across the country, making him one of the most captivating sideshow performers of his time. Number 3. General Tom Thum, the Titan in miniature. While Ella Harper rose to fame for her unique condition, another performer captivated audiences by embodying greatness in miniature. Charles Sherwood Stratton, born in 1838 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, was diagnosed with dwarfism, a condition that stunted his growth at just 25 inches tall. Despite his small stature, Stratton would go on to make a colossal impact on the world, becoming one of the most beloved sideshow stars of the 19th century. Discovered at the age of 4 by the legendary P.T. Barnum, Stratton was given the stage name General Tom Thum. Barnum recognized his potential and began training him for a career in show business. Under Barnum's guidance, Stratton quickly became a sensation. His natural charm, quick wit, and undeniable stage presence won over audiences worldwide. His performances included singing, dancing, and acting, and his portrayal of a miniature general captured the imagination of the public. Stratton performed for royalty, including Queen Victoria in England, and even appeared before U.S. presidents such as Abraham Lincoln, earning both fame and fortune as his popularity soared. But Tom Thum was much more than a sideshow attraction. He was also a savvy businessman. He partnered with Barnum to help build an entertainment empire, negotiating lucrative contracts and performing across the U.S. and Europe. Stratton's success not only secured his place as a pop culture icon, but also helped cement Barnum's reputation as a master showman. In addition to his career, Stratton's personal life also captured the public's imagination. He fell in love with fellow performer Lavinia Warren, who was similarly diminutive in stature. Their wedding in 1863 was a grand celebration, attracting massive media attention and showing that love transcends all boundaries, no matter how small the couple might have seemed. General Tom Thum's story remains one of triumph, proving that greatness is not defined by size, but by character, charisma, and vision. Number 2. The Elephant Man. While some performers overcame a lack of limbs, Joseph Merrick, also known as the Elephant Man, faced a different kind of struggle, one of overwhelming physical excess. Born in 1862 in London, Merrick was afflicted by Proteus syndrome, a rare and disfiguring genetic disorder that caused extreme deformities throughout his body. His oversized head, bony growths, and enlarged limbs set him apart from society, making him a figure of fear and fascination. Merrick's condition grew progressively worse, causing extreme physical discomfort and leaving him with a facial appearance so grotesque that he was often referred to as the Elephant Man. For much of his life, Merrick was isolated, relegated to the fringes of Victorian society. At age 21, after his mother's death, he was forced to join a traveling freak show where he endured the cruelty of being treated as a public spectacle. While working as a sideshow attraction, he was displayed under harsh conditions and received little regard for his humanity. Despite this, Merrick's intelligence, eloquence, and kindness shone through, though they were largely ignored by those around him. Merrick's life took a turn for the better when he met Dr. Frederick Treves, a compassionate surgeon who recognized Merrick's potential as more than just a curiosity. Travers admitted him to the London hospital in 1886, where Merrick was given proper care and allowed to live in relative comfort. It was during this time that Merrick's gentle nature and intellect came to light, earning him the respect of those who truly saw him as a man, not just a grotesque curiosity. In his later years, Merrick found dignity and peace, passing away in 1890 at the age of 27. His story remains one of suffering, resilience, and the transformative power of compassion. Number 1. The Human Owl. Some performers defy convention with their physical differences, but Martin Joe Lalo took things one step further by literally twisting convention. Through his ability to rotate his head a full 180 degrees. Born Martin Emmerling in 1886 in Nuremberg, Germany, Lalo's incredible talent was the result of a rare condition known as cervical spondylolisthesis, which made his spine unusually flexible. This condition allowed him to rotate his head in a way that most humans can only dream of, astonishing audiences worldwide. Lalo's career in the sideshow world began in the early 1900s when he joined the Barnum and Bailey Circus. His act, which involved rotating his head completely backward and performing tasks while facing the opposite direction, captivated audiences everywhere. As his fame grew, so did his reputation as one of the most masterful performers in the circus industry. He traveled the world with various circuses, including Ripley's Believe It or Not and the Ringling Brothers Circus, amazing audiences with his bizarre yet captivating talent. By the 1920s, Lalo's performances had become legendary, drawing huge crowds. His extraordinary flexibility also earned him the nickname the Human Owl. At his peak, Lalo could rotate his head a full 180 degrees, facing directly backward while carrying out actions like reading newspapers, drinking from a glass, or even smoking a cigarette, all while giving the audience a spine-chilling display. However, Lalo's life was not without hardship. He battled alcoholism and faced allegations of being a Nazi sympathizer during World War II, though these claims were never proven. Despite these challenges, Lalo continued performing into his 60s, never losing his passion for his craft or the spotlight. His legacy remains as one of the most unique and unforgettable figures in circus history. As we wrap up our journey through the world of sideshow legends, we've seen how these remarkable individuals defied expectations and embraced their uniqueness. Their stories remind us that true strength lies in celebrating what makes us different. Though the sideshow may be gone, their legacies of resilience and self-expression live on. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Stay curious, stay bold, and never stop celebrating the extraordinary in us all.